So for 2025, what we vision as Women for Biodiversity is to still continue the work that we've been doing, is to strengthen, amplify, and support women-led restoration and conservation initiatives, either supporting with policy analysis at the international spaces, either as a CBD or other multilateral environmental agreements, and at the same time also supporting restoration work on the ground. What we really believe in is also strengthening and amplifying the participation and representation of women. So we are also hoping to build some capacity building through some fellowships to support also enhancing, strengthening and empowering young women to join us in this journey together. We also really do hope for this vision for this year is to be able to see how as an institution we can build our capacities to strengthen the work that we are doing, and also saying that ensuring that what the work that we've been doing is also grounded on a lot of our work shared by our partners and is housed between this holistic, inclusive and a collective pathway that hopefully we will able to be just a partner in strengthening the voices of women, once again being part of the solution.
Women for Biodiversity achievements are already remarkable, and I believe in 2025 it will be the game-changing year for our indigenous women and our women sisters around the world. I'm passionate in bringing the indigenous women voice amplified in the global level on the biodiversity, conservation and sustainable use. And imagine the contribution of indigenous women in the work of the conservation of biodiversity and the sustainable use, leading by the strength and the wisdom of our indigenous women, can shape the strong policy at the global level and is bring the change to our local community and also our national level to see the work of our indigenous women and also women sisters who really take the action from the ground. Let's make this vision become a reality by working together for our brighter future for biodiversity and the strength and the wisdom of indigenous women across the globe.
Hi, I'm Shruti. I'm the program officer with Women for Biodiversity, and my work entails looking at documentation, research, advocacy around women-led restoration initiatives at a global level. But we've also had a lot of interesting work with the help of our partners that we have collaborated with, where we have amazing documentations of women-led restoration initiatives across Latin America, Asia Pacific and Africa. Well, for 2025, I hope to continue this work where we get more and more of these evidence from ground of what happens when women are included as part of the restoration processes. It gets reflected at a global policy level, but also at the same time, these are integral part of national policy levels as well. That restoration initiatives is something which is part of the UN decade for restoration, and this is a crucial time. The UN decade is from 2021 to 2030. It's a midpoint right now, and it's great to go back and reflect on why it is important to have women in restoration, to have gender responsive approaches to restoration, and the fact that it needs to be included irrespective of civil society or community members, that policymakers actually consider gender responsiveness at policy level as well, based on the amazing work that's happening on ground, because women have been doing this for a long time. Their knowledge is critical. They are the ones who are also influencing aspects of health. They are also influencing aspects of livelihood. They are also talking about food systems and food sovereignty. So if you were to include women and as the central aspects of restoration, then we will hopefully see a better approach to just restoration. So 2025 is a year for us to start talking about this. We are hoping that there's a gender task force that comes under the UN Decade for Restoration, and that's what 2025 we would hope that we push for.
Hi, I'm Alejandra Duarte, Policy and Research Associate of Women for Biodiversity. In this year, I'm excited to work in different aspects of the CBD, highlighting gender with DSI, Symbio, and genetic resources. I hope you all can join us in our annual work as we strive looking for a more equitable and inclusive approach in biodiversity conservation.
Hello, my name is Meenal and I am a Research and Policy Associate for Women for Biodiversity. 2025 is promising to be a very exciting year, taking off from a very important part of our project that we did last year was collaborating on the indicator for Target 23. So this year, our policy work is going to feature some regional workshop on looking at NBSAPs and the indicator and how countries can use it to also monitor the gender plan of action. So that's a very positive and interesting space that we are looking to explore. On the policy angle, we are also looking at different aspects of taking forward Target 23, NBSAPs, the gender plan of action, looking at various streams of biodiversity conservation and how women are leading in those streams, as well as looking at bringing out exciting policy briefs and technical briefs that has been a part of Women for Biodiversity for many years now. Also looking to participate in the CBD meetings. So we have the resumed session of COP in February. So looking at that and how we can engage actively with the advocacy processes there, especially when it comes to resource mobilization and financial mechanism, as well as the monitoring framework, and advocating for a strong action on operationalization of Target 23. So 2025 looks like a very interesting year for us, and we're very happy to be working on our objectives and putting out these outputs for the general use in CBD processes.
Hi, my name is Sumina and I'm the Communications Officer for Women for Biodiversity. Last year in 2024, we had the privilege and the pleasure to work with 6 women-led restoration initiatives in Asia, Africa, Latin America and the Pacific. We were able to bring out stories from the communities of women's stories in the form of photo stories, interviews, videos and other creative posters. We were also able to advocate for women's voices in major policy-making spaces like the CBD COP16. So in 2025, we look forward to strengthening and refining our digital content so that we create a space that can amplify women's voices in biodiversity conservation, as we have always done. However, this will not be possible without collaborations. So collaborations with other networks, agencies, and other multilateral environmental agreements is what we look forward to in 2025. However, whatever path we choose to take, our goal remains the same: to advocate for gender equity and women's leadership in biodiversity conservation, one story at a time.